Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Bricks. Going on another day of trying to convert all of my modular buildings over to MILS plates so I can get some forward movement on my table. And we left off last night. I was converting, now this is actually a mock of mine. This was the Sanctum sanctorum, and I had a bunch of people ask yesterday as far as how many sets did I use to build this. And I was looking through all the sets that I have that I opened, and it turns out it looks to be that it was a total of 4. So it was 4 of those sets is what I used to actually make this. So I hope that answers some questions. R. Claxton, Cosmo Candy, Isaac Reyes, Tara, Aaron, Matt, Roger, Brick Sargent, Kip Hoffman, Aaron, hello, how you guys doing? Bruce Kuhn, how the heck are you, buddy? I have not seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Glad to see you're still doing the shark. Again, no, seriously though, I do hope you're doing well, my friend. And you know, I have so many members that have been members for a long time now. I'm wanting to do something special here real soon. And I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. One of the ideas that I'd kind of thought about doing, but I'd kind of like it to be visible, but I'd thought about writing everybody's name that's been a member to my channel for at least 6 months or more on the top of my table, but then it'll end up being covered by all my buildings. So I'm still trying to think of a few different ideas. I was thinking about putting your names on the sides of my table as kind of like a honorable mention of all you guys. So basically anytime that I would do a city update, you would be able to see your name, hopefully, because I would try and focus in on all the names on the side of the table. But I just want to let you know, thank you for all my members. Thank you, everybody, for all the constant support you give me, because without you guys, I would not continually push to do all the things that I do, and my channel wouldn't be where it is today. So huge thanks to all of my awesome members. Guy Martin, hey, how you doing, buddy? Ronald Weasley, why are you dead inside? Steve, how are you, buddy? Just found some bricks, you said, on Discord that you didn't realize you had. That's always a nice find when you find some stuff you didn't realize you had. Trying to get that squished down. I shouldn't need that now. Lego Joe, hey. And I am right now just trying to get all these pieces over so I can smack the building down and into place. And Brick Sergeant, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Brick Sergeant just donated $1.99. It's very nice to see Bruce. Like I said, I have not seen Bruce, and it feels like forever. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Jim? Well, that's never a good thing. I'm sorry to hear that, Ronald. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that gets remedied soon for you. Here. You know, it's funny looking at, because this is an old modular that I did. It's kind of funny seeing some of the things that I did and thinking about how I might want to change them. Kind of like I'm thinking about I might want to change this music. I thought it was going to be a little better than that. Lego Joe says he's currently working on an architectural floor plan design for a home. That's awesome. And hey, how you doing, Twisted Pyro? Octane semis for your Lego city. That is always fun. You can never have enough, and I just dropped a piece out of this. You can never have enough buildings. And I am trying to, you know what, let's see. It's the way I actually did this particular building. It's going to crumble on me. Give me a minute while I'm trying to get things to line back up. That's what it was, the way I did it. I had to do the raised floor like the actual building. And you got to come over one more. There you go. That looks better. I think that's got me aligned. It looks about right. Okay, let's push that down. Yeah. Greg made it to the party. Matt says he's still working on his ongoing office tower, hopefully done soon. And that is one of the many reasons why I'm kind of taking a break, so to speak, from all my mocks and stuff, because I want to get some stuff done on my table. And mocks take so much time. I thought, you know what, if I start doing some of this and get some of it on my table, when I do go back to mocking, I'll do some simple mocks. And that should help me get my table filled a lot quicker than I have in the past. At least that's the hope anyway. This goes down in here. There we go. Now we put this lamp back. Put this back. Put our ladder back, or our stair, I should say. And that's what I'm missing. I'm missing... I just screwed up. That was supposed to go the other way. Oops. I still have tons of things I'm going to be mocking up for my city, but there's a lot of things that are going to take some time too. And bear with me for just a minute because I made a bit of an error in here when I placed this. Two, three, four, five. That's 6. Yeah. So now I gotta pop everything out, it looks like. Hello, Raymond. Hello, RNA. Let's behave, though. Kip Hoffman, how are you, my friend? And Eggtown Egg. Wow, I got a bunch of my longtime members in here tonight. Holy cow. VIPs in the house. Get out of there. I can't believe I put this in there backwards, but I guess that's what happens, or my own fault for stopping last night. Almost back down to it. And hello, CC, and hello to France, my friend. Hello, Raymond Diaz. Let me change this music. It's actually not as pleasant as I thought it would be. Here, we'll try this. Do something random. Hectonic, hey, hello. Oh, absolutely. I totally agree, Brick Sergeant. It's never a good day if I don't have my entire funny farm here. And I need my little pick to get this big piece out. Let's see if this will help. An Eggtown Egg. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Eggtown Egg just donated $10. That is an awesome and generous donation, Eggtown. I totally appreciate that. And for those of you that don't know what I'm using, this is a little tool set. It's a pick set that I actually got at Harbor Freight, and it is still there because Kip Hoffman just bought these himself. It's 4 different types of picks, and I do use these a lot when I'm working on buildings, especially when I'm having to do a pull apart of something I just made a mistake on. And I do highly, highly, highly recommend them, because they're good for getting larger pieces that are stuck apart. And if Kip is in here, I'm sure that he would be happy to agree with that particular statement as well. Now I can put this in, I think. Yes. So now that that will work, I can put these back in. That's awesome, Hectonic. Trust me, you won't regret it. We have some great people in the Discord group. Lots of great conversations and great people. I think I'm almost done getting all this back in place. Let's see, that was trying to remember how I had. I think that was like that. I think that went there. So that gives me a 6. Yes, 6. And there's Kip, and say I thought he was in here. Like I said, he can tell all you guys how awesome these picks are. To me, they are an invaluable tool, to say the least. And they've helped me out of a jam many times. Oops. Almost there, guys. Don't want to have to pull it apart again. And now... Yes, I would say that these would work on Lego art. I don't see why they wouldn't anyway. And I'm trying to remember which way, and that music's getting on my nerves now too. Nope, I still put this in the wrong spot. Hey, Cajun Yeti, how you doing? I'm sorry, what was that about the cafe corner? I was gonna say these would still work. These picks would still work on the cafe corner as well. There it is. That is another really great use for them, because I'll even use them like just to grab the wire out of the side if I'm trying to fish it through. I'll use this to hook the wire and pull it out also. So that is another really good use for them. And we're going to change the music again because I'm not liking that either. Let's see how this one is. Something's got to be good somewhere, I would think. As soon as it starts, anyway. Why does that still not look right? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it together and then move along and move forward. Cheapest modular out there. Cafe corner. You know, it'd be nice if it was the cheapest modular out there. It's kind of funny because we were having a little bit of a discussion last night with a few different people in regards to Lego re-releasing some of the modular sets. And why don't they? I was actually having a discussion with this with somebody I work with as well today. And, you know, it's like he said, I really don't see why they couldn't do it, but for whatever reason they don't. But I can see I almost feel I'm going to leave those off until I get the next floor on. Anyway, we got that part on. Let's put this. Yeah, and Matt told me he just does like the chill music, and for whatever reason, maybe I've played it too much or something, but none of this is sounding like what I would call, and I picked chill, but I'm not feeling any of it. For right now, I'm just going to toss those in there. So I just want to get this on the table and out of the way so I can start on my next modular. Let's see how that one goes for a minute. I think it would be great if they released them in any way, shape, or form. I don't foresee Lego ever doing it, but I think it would be awesome if they did. And I'm sorry because I kind of dropped off there. The discussion I was having was kind of along the lines of why wouldn't they, why couldn't they, why shouldn't they? And I think part of it is quite simply is that Lego doesn't want to upset the secondary market, especially now that they make so much money off the secondary market now that they own Bricklink. Just my 2 cents on it, but I kind of thought that they would do it because you'd think, I mean, bottom dollar amount values, they're going to make a lot of money on it because there's a lot of people that would love to get into the market and buy some of those old modulars, but I don't know if Lego will ever actually do it. Let's see, we could do the Emporium. I also need to, you know what, I'm going to do my fire hall. And the reason I'm saying I'm going to do my fire hall is because it's kind of in disarray. And I've got the instructions handy because I'm going to have to redo the first floor on it. So let me grab my fire brigade. Let me get that transferred. And then we'll do the Grand Emporium next. So let me set that there and get some of my parts. Get this put on the table. I also need to do a serious cleaning to this building. Let me go grab the rest of the little parts I gotta get. I had actually stole a bunch of parts off, or I stole the first floor off this, so that's why it's kind of ripped apart. Now let me do a quick vacuuming of this guy real quick. Oh, that's awesome. It's always fun to visit the family and get to go to the Lego store at the same time. And this is a great set. And believe it or not, all these pieces on here are the original pieces for this set. They've never cracked or broken, and I have no intention on messing with them because I don't want them to crack or break. Beetlejuice arrived and run. And that's why you said I knew Paul was coming because we left. Anyway, let me, I'm going to do a quick mute so that way you guys don't have to listen to my vacuum. I'm going to vacuum this off and then I'll come right back. And thank you guys so much. I saw Paul W. made a $2 donation. Says, what's up from Oklahoma? Can't believe another stream. Brick Sargent did a $2 donation and says, cool, and thank you so much. And yes, I'm trying to ramp up all my streams. I'm trying to do a whole bunch. I'm trying to do at least one a day if it's all possible. See if we can't get the numbers to go up here a little. And that is trying to fall apart on me. We're just going to scoot it to the side for now. Get that back together. And we will put this back together momentarily. I'm not too worried. It doesn't feel too dusty on the side, so I'm not going to worry about armor all on that one. So I know I was showing everybody yesterday that you can armor all them to really bring the life back to them. Hello, Sting Bricks. Did I miss any? Or Sling Bricks, I should say. Oh, no, I said it right. Sting Bricks. Just trying to skip through. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Aaron DeLalo says, can't wait to see the end result. Let me get a few more pieces. Luckily, I got most of them pretty handy, I think. Let's do that. Grab my 1x4s for the corners. And then we will get this sucker covered. Luckily, the MILS plates, because it's just a plate, don't take too long to do. And like I said, after we do this one, then we'll go and grab the Emporium and do it next. It's actually kind of nice working on all my old modular buildings. And I finally figured out, because last night I kept saying that I felt like I was forgetting one to Greg and Matt, and I finally remembered which one it was I was forgetting. There's actually two that I still haven't even unpacked from since I moved in here, and that was Town Square and Market Street. So I'm not going to do those tonight, but I do have to pull them out of my boxes. No, I should be able to do an amusement park for the city. I have all the amusement park sets. I have the roller coaster, the Ferris wheel, the what the heck's that thing called that goes around? Either way, because I have every set and then some. Yeah, I have a bunch of the Friends sets and some other sets, and I do want to put a theme park in there because I do want to have some movement on the table, as I think movement really helps between that and then having the trains going. And what I would probably do once I do some type of amusement park, I'm probably going to do like I did on my commission job, which is use a 9-volt power supply and actually power my motors with that power supply. That way I don't have to have the battery packs and all that stuff, because that's the one thing that always annoyed me with all the different Lego sets and things of movement. Everything requires batteries, and I just hate having to do that. I don't want to use batteries. I want everything to be plug and play and flip a switch and it comes on. No, it wasn't a tilt-a-whirl. It came with a semi-truck. I'm sitting here looking right at it, staring at it. You think the thing would come, the set name would come to mind, but it's not. But it packed up and went on the back of a truck, and then you could drive the truck. Mixer? I think it was something mixer. Did I do a search for the thing that goes around? Well, thank you, Thomas. I'm glad that I'm glad everybody is on their toes tonight. Yeah, it was the something mixer, or it's just called the mixer. But I have that set. Like I said, it's built and sitting over there. I have the Ferris wheel built and sitting over there. I have the roller coaster. I just have yet to build it. I have the shipwrecked one. I have the Pirates little roller coaster. I have a bunch of Friends sets that are fairground mixer. Thank you, Kip Hoffman. Tanjam said it at the same time. Benjamin was asking, is the roller coaster red? The roller coaster is red track. This is the track for the roller coaster set. It's all red track and it's white. So when I finally build the roller coaster, this will be it, but I may end up doing a slight expansion on mine. I bought these actually to kind of use as beam work for my commission job, and I ended up not using this portion of the track, so I might be trying to tie some of this in to my roller coaster and make my roller coaster somewhat large, we'll say. That, or maybe I'll try and make another roller coaster. I don't have a lot of curves though. I just have a whole bunch of straights because that's all I was buying was the straight pieces. And like I said, I was buying them because I was going to use them as support beam work on my commission job, and I ended up scrapping that idea. Hello to New Zealand, my friend. Let me grab some more, or do I? You know, yeah, let's do this one in green also. I think after this, I might start doing the MILS plates in my dark blue-gray, though. But we'll make this one green, and then maybe we'll start doing the next plates in dark blue-gray. Because I'm actually going to need a lot of this green for the amusement park area, for the grass and such. So I might want to start saving some of my green parts. Oh, don't let somebody build it for you. You want to do it. It takes all the fun away if somebody else does it for you. I'm going to get this on, and then I'm going to get my instructions out to remember how you do the first floor. No, actually, because I was debating that, and I'm going to hold off on doing any more lead wires. And part of the reasoning is I'm not sure how exactly I'm placing these all on the table. And I know it's going to cause me probably some grief. Maybe, you know what? I'll put a jumper in it. Screw it. Let's see. What I was actually thinking, though, is if I don't put them in, and by the way, these are from Blinky Bricks. If I don't put it in, what I was thinking about doing is making it to where I could have an in and an out, and I don't have enough of this stuff sitting around to do that, but I can do the in and an out some other way too. So what the heck, we'll just pop it in there. Absolutely, Lego MILS plates are definitely the way forward. So yeah, we might as well just go ahead and do it, right? Because it'll make it easier in the long run. And I will put this one right here. So that one plate goes there. Because Brick Sergeant is right. If I wait till later, it's going to really cause me a lot of havoc to try and put them in at a later date. Tan Jam says he's getting ready to make the jump to MILS. You know, when you first start doing MILS, I'll be perfectly honest, it does feel painful. Not gonna lie. But as you get going and do them, they get so easy to do. And it's painfully expensive at first, but again, once you get going, and then anytime you get a building, you just go ahead and plan ahead for it, it's not as bad as you would think it would be. And let's get past the truck. There we go, and I should have all my parts sitting over here. Well, thank you, Typhoon K. I totally appreciate that. That is awesome of you to do that. And thank you so much for the support, and welcome to the channel, my friend. What does MILS stand for? MILS stands for modular integrated Lego. I've always said it was modular integrated Lego system, but it's supposed to be modular integrated landscaping system. And typically what I like to try and tell everybody is MILS is what it was originally designed by, at least my understanding of it was anyway, is it was designed by the pin lug, and the reason that they designed it was because, where is the one by ones? The original reason that they designed it that way is because when you're in a lug, and for those of you that don't know what a lug is a Lego users group. When you're in a lug, everybody is at home building their own builds, and then you have to bring your builds retrospectively all together to a show, so that way everybody can put them on display at the same time. And the reason that they came up with this particular system was because everybody could go home, build their builds the way they wanted to, and then when they actually came together, everything just kind of lines up and falls together because everybody built on the basic same system. But you all have to agree upon what height it's going to be, what size it's going to be, and all that fun stuff. And that was how it got its start. Now, me personally, from messing around with it and using it, I have found a lot of other reasons, and I've tried to cheapen up the original versions of the MILS to some degree. And what I mean by cheaping it up is trying to make it more affordable and more user-friendly. It is still kind of a pricey method to use, I will not lie, but to me, the benefits of using it, for example, being able to hide your wire like you can see here, being able to wire your buildings very easily, being able, there's stuttering on my words, the strength of the plates themselves, so you can pick the buildings up and move them around without fear of the buildings actually crumbling on you. There's a lot of really great reasons to go with the MILS system. And again, it's like I tell everybody, I will be the first to admit, it is not the cheapest method in the world. It is kind of pricey when you first start out, but to me, the long run benefits of it really outweigh the penalty of the price at first. I don't recommend somebody that's brand new to Lego starting off doing MILS, but I do highly recommend it to anybody. And if you think you're going to be in the hobby for a long time, you're not just somebody that's just starting out and just visiting, so to speak, I definitely recommend it, especially if you're going to be doing a large city type display or setup. And I know a lot of the people that actually come to my channel are here because they do intend on doing large displays. So that would definitely be a very important benefit and reason for wanting to get on board with the particular system. And give me 1 second and I will come back to the comments and catch up just a little bit more. I was trying to hurry up and fly through this portion. Rob, the bassist, says he's still working on moving all his older modulars to the MILS. Andy R says, wow. Rob says he's got it about halfway done. You will be very thankful, I'm sure, as you go. You guys are messing with each other. T-Static says thank you. Trying to catch up on a few more comments. T-Static says, did you see the new Lego City set? If so, what are your favorites and how many pieces? There's many new pieces, faces, and etc. I've seen several of the new sets. As far as the city sets themselves, they're definitely better than last year's offerings. I'll definitely agree with you. There's a lot of new pieces, a lot of new minifigs, a lot of new things coming out in general this next year. Prime example is with the new modular building, because I love that new modular building. That new modular building that they're coming out with has, I see that's got a little dust on it too. That new modular building that they're coming out with, it's not that there's any new pieces. What it is, there's like 9 pieces with a new color though. And those types of things always like extremely excite me. I love it when I see new pieces are coming out as far as the colors and whatnot, because the all the new pieces or all the new color pieces that are coming out are going to be in light nougat, and that's just an amazing looking color. The build itself is just amazing all the way around. To me, it looks like something that would be kind of in a tropical type of theme or appearance, if you will. And I can't wait to get a hold of it. As far as the actual city sets, I'm trying to think of what sets I saw that I wanted. The new hospital is, to me, it's not bad. I can see it being used for something in the aspect of if you were going to buy a couple of them to expand it and make it larger. My personal opinion on it is it's not like an amazing set. It's not something that it's like, ooh la la, I have to have it. I have a lot of the older hospital sets, but I still may end up purchasing that one as well, just because, you know what, you can never have enough parts, and there are some really nice new parts in that particular hospital set. So that is something that I will probably be adding to my collection. As far as I'm trying to think of what the city builds were, because I haven't looked at a lot of them. I have looked at them, but I haven't really examined them closely. But as far as next year's sets, some of the things that I'm personally most excited about is the Star Wars stuff that's coming out. All the battle packs. There's going to be 3 different battle packs, and I'm trying to remember what they were. It was 2 different Hoth battle packs and 1 clone battle pack. So that for me is like a huge excitement. I cannot wait to see those sets come out. I will be buying those in bulk as much as I can, just for, if nothing else, to build my army. And I am going to change this music. I just don't like how it sounds. Let's go to this and see how that works. I don't like that either. Oh, the mobile crane. I totally forgot about that one. That mobile crane, absolutely, man. That is an amazing looking set. Again, though, I just kind of glanced over them. What my question is with the mobile crane is, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought it was, off the top of my head, I want to say it was like 8 wide. But, I mean, realistically, I'm using 6 wide cars, so 8 wide would make sense with that, I guess. But I'm kind of drawing a blank, I have to say. I apologize for that. I am drawing a bit of a blank on them. And I want to say, yes, those pieces are already there. That piece is there. So I've got this in. I got to get this side in now. Trying to keep my bearings on what I have and haven't done here yet. So I'll be perfectly honest. Asking me my opinions on a lot of those right now, because I haven't really looked at them thoroughly, is probably a bad idea. And I don't see my other. There it is. So say I didn't see my other piece there. Now we're starting to cook with Crisco. Say I thought I just pulled everything off the plate and left it where it laid, but some of the pieces might have rolled onto the floor too. But I'm hoping I have most of them sitting here. I believe this was the lantern. Now, to me, something on this particular set that I always kind of annoyed me, and I'm going to change it right now. I didn't like how in the original set they just left the and Guy Martin, dude, welcome back to the membership, my friend. What was I going to say? Oh, I hate how, because these actually go in here like that, and I always hated how there was a little, just to show you guys, like there's a little gap right there. So what my intention was, I'll show you what I do. because I feel it makes it look a lot better just by putting a 1x1 in there, because now you can take these and it just, to me, that really cleans it up and gives it a more finished look. So that's just one of the little small tweaks you can do right out the gate with this particular set. And that needs to go there. And don't forget to hit the link guy to get back into Discord. You know how it works though, you've been there before. I gotta make sure that ain't the boss. Not the boss, we're good. Okay, Tanjam says yes, the mobile crane is 8 wide. Will I build the new modular building straight onto a MILS plate? Yes. That's part of the reason why I'm trying to kind of run through and get everything signed up, lined up, ready to go. Because I definitely want... Am I missing... Let's see, that'll be a wall. This will be a brick. So that'll go there. I definitely want to just immediately go straight to MILS with it. Now that I am doing so much with MILS, I don't want to have to redo anything. And is that it? It seems like there was more pieces I needed to put over here. Because all that's there. This piece goes here. So that stays in there. That's what I got to do, the black pieces. So 1, 2, and the yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that goes there. That goes there. This goes here. And here. Here. And here. And if anybody's annoyed by this music, please let me know and I will change this also. That's there, that's there. That goes there. I'm really starting to think I should have done this base plate in dark gray. Kinda late now though. 1, 2, 3. There, here, and here. 1, 2. Here and here. Here and here. We are getting there. Now I am almost surprised that these aren't breaking on me, because a lot of people know that the brown and the red from this particular year were pretty brittle. I feel like I'm still missing something here. I think that went there. Trash can. I don't know where my trash can went. I don't know where these guys go. Those are inside of the build. This goes inside of the container. Where's the pole base? I think that was laying on the floor. You know what? Let's just get this sucker lined up. And I'm missing a wall element. There it is. Let's try and scoot that back on. It will, but I don't know if I have the newest link up yet, Greg. I might have to put a new link up. And I just... Yes, Yes. Okay. Let's see if we can get... I think I'm snapping it in right. That's where those went. Those go there. And I didn't realize I'm off camera. Trying not to push too hard because with this being an older set, like I said before, I know it's one of the ones that's got the brittle pieces. Oop. Give me 1 second, guys. I will come back to the comments. Now, I'm not sure what those yellow pieces went to. Unless they went... Did they... Oh, that's where they go. Okay, I see. These go in here. Okay, this music's getting on my nerves now too. I am not seeming to find anything good today. No drop test with this particular set. No, I already know it's a fragile set. Too many fragile pieces on this one for a drop test. Hi, Gassy and Dithia. I hope I said that correctly. Thank you, Aaron. Oh, it did work? Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know that. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to have to do a new Discord link or not. Okay, that gives us that. And the fire truck was right here. So we can put that in there. We can close the back doors up. Scoot the fire truck in. Get the door back down. Get the top. Oop. This goes in here. And is that it? And there we have it, guys. Another modular assembled. Now, somebody said something about... What was it? Oh, Emporium, or was it the Grand Emporium someone said next? Let's do the Grand Emporium. Paul W. What did Paul W. say? I must have missed that. Paul W. said, okay, I had a thought, which is scary, but how about next stream, make a ton of basic MILS plates. That way on the stream, you can strictly concentrate on the transfers. Yeah, well, I mean, they don't take that long to make. But no, I did think about that. But if I did that, I wouldn't have came on until 8 o'clock. And I know some people want to log off early. And if I did that, I'd only be on for an hour. And this way I was trying to get on for 2 hours. But anyway, let me scoot this out of the way and let me grab my next building. I have to say, it's pretty cool seeing all the modulars actually getting placed on my table. It's kind of nice. Martin Lawrence, or Lawrence Martin, I'm sorry. No, I haven't. I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue on with that idea, because right now my main focus is I really just want to start trying to get some stuff on the table. Here's kind of my plan, and I guess I should have explained it better in my city update video. My plan is to try and get as much stuff built and on the table as I can. Get the MILS plates made, get everything kind of placed, and get everything set up. And then I will start trying to play around with a better organization, so to speak. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing the MILS, is because it's going to help me in the aspect of quickly being able to move stuff and modify. And I'm just, most of these buildings have been sitting for so long and they're so dirty. I thought this would be the quickest way to start filling the table, was to start with some of my old modular buildings, get them cleaned up, get them transferred, get them on the table, and then I can come back and revisit things like I still need to do the lower base on my Avengers Tower. I still would like to do the highway. I got to get my train station transferred to a MILS plate. I've got to get my convention center transferred to a MILS plate. I've got to get the airport finished. So I have so many different projects. I thought this would just be a real good way to kind of get the thing going and up. It's not that I'm totally giving up on the highway. It's being put on pause for now until I can get a better idea of in BD bricks. But it's a quicker way for me to get caught up and kind of get things organized. And that it's like nothing sounds good to me. Let's try that one. Yes, Joseph, this was honestly one of my favorites. This and the Green Grocer are two of my favorite buildings. Hey, Lego Joe. Absolutely, Instant City, just add MILS. This is the Grand Emporium. This is another very old set, and it's also very dusty. And I'm going to be cleaning it right now real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute my microphone, do a quick vacuuming on this particular building, and then we'll come right back. So give me 1 second. I'm going to mute my microphone, leave the music going. There we go. No, I muted out because I know the microphone can be kind of obnoxiously loud, as I've had people complain about that before. So I try to be what's the word I'm looking for? Conforming. Yeah. Yeah, I think anybody that joins the Discord ends up buying a whole lot more stuff. It's kind of addictive when everybody's constantly telling you about all the awesome deals and bargains and stuff that you can catch on to. It's hard not to. And I see the inside of this actually still has some of the stuff that my kids, the last time they played with it, had straightened around and done. Had somebody in the dressing room. Here's one of the missing flowers. Apparently this has a fire hydrant that goes out front somewhere. I don't know what goes here. Oop, I see a street pole. I don't know that that went with this set. I see a little money. I think that was for the cash register. I think I got all those parts. Oh, not going to worry about that right now. Okay, everything's together on that. Eggtown says you're going to be hooked, Raymond. It's the quietest vacuum you've ever heard. It's only quiet because, well, I muted my my camera. I just made you a moderator, Eggtown. Just so you know. Aussie Adams says he's planning on getting his first modular this year. Congratulations, dude. You're going to be hooked on them once you get them. And Mike C10 says he's decided to do this modulars. After watching your videos yesterday, figured I'd start now while I only have 2. This is, I mean, as far as the MILS anyway. I'm assuming that's what you mean by you're going to start doing this. This, to me, is the way to go. It makes them easier to transport, move around, and you know what? Before I forget, I might as well go ahead and grab my cable, too. We might as well get them prepped and ready for lighting. So let's grab one of these as well while we're over here. And why? Come on. It doesn't want to come out of the bag. It's being shy. Actually, yes, this set can be easily modified. Here's the... If you ever wanted to modify this building, I'll tell you what, the only main parts you need are the windows, the fluted or the palisade brick, and the arch here, of which, just to show you, if you ever wanted to modify this particular building, just make it taller. These are really the only main components you would need, as I really intended on making this a much larger building, but for now I'm just going to keep it on the standard MILS plate and just get it going. But You need a ton of these palisade bricks. You need a whole bunch of these arches. And then you need a whole bunch of these green framed windows. If you buy a very large quantity of these 3 pieces, you can make that building insanely huge, because it's really just those 3 pieces as the main component to expand that building and make it huge. There is a few other small pieces, but I'm going to tell you, Thomas Davies says all the flexing. I'm going to tell you, though, as far as the most expensive piece to make this a large building, it's this piece right here, which is the 1x2x3 window. And as you can see, I have a ton of them. If I remember correctly, there's 600 of them in this bag or something. Actually, I take that back. I have a total of 400 of them, if I think I remember correctly. But the point that I was going to get at is, everybody always says, oh my God, this piece is so expensive. You can't find it, you can't get it, and you're right. If you try to buy this window on Bricklink, I want to say the average price per piece on this particular window is something like 65 cents or something like that, because a lot of people think it's hard to get, it's hard to come by, so on and so forth. But if you go directly to Lego Shop at Home, you go to the Bricks and Pieces store. The Bricks and Pieces store is where you go when you're looking for broken parts and such like that. Not the normal pick-a-brick site of Lego, but the Brick and Pieces portion of it. You can order these, and I want to say they're around 26 cents a piece. So you can get these in a massive, massive quantity. And one of the many reasons that because this piece was kind of hard to find for a long time, because the only set that this actually came in there for a while was the Grand Emporium. But now that they came out with the Friends sets, the Friends set, the Friends TV show set, they had these windows in that particular set. And because they had that in the set, these pieces were available on the Brick and Pieces website, and that's how I was able to get so many of them at a really, really reasonable price. And I was going disco. I hope you guys didn't miss too much. Did it clear back up, I hope? And we're going to try and find something else. Let's try this one. That sounds a little better, because I don't want like super upbeat. I just want something chill. Rita Wilson says, if you make bigger mills for wider size sets, do you keep it in multiples of the base plates? Or, oh my God, man. I opened up the wrong one. This is a 36-inch extension. When I do larger base plates, larger plates, mills plates, it depends on the size of the build. I try to keep it in I keep it in increments of 16, I guess would be the best way to put it. So if I wanted to go bigger than this is a 32, so I would go 48. And if I didn't like that, I would go up to 64. And if I didn't like that, just keep adding 16. So anytime I'm doing a mills, yes, I try to keep the increments in 16 stud. Is how I try to do the mills plates. Is I always try to keep it in an increment of 16. And a lot of times, I'll give you a prime example, the main mills plate that I have in the back that had 3 skyscrapers on it. The reason that particular mills plate is 3 plates by 3 plates is what the entire size of that mills plate is. And the reason it was so big is because I actually have 3 skyscrapers on that particular one. So that's one of my largest mills plates that I've done so far. And good, you guys said I'm solid. Good. Yes, Brett, they do limit you on 200 per count or per order. But here's the thing. You can order 200, order 200, order 200, and order 200. All within a matter of 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you want. And they will send you each individual order of 200. So the only thing is, every time you make an order, you have to pay that $2.35 or $3.45 or whatever it is. It's a small fee that you have to pay for the shipping. but it's worth it to be able to get large quantities of parts like I just showed you guys. The Heart Lake sets, yes, those are absolutely great sets, Eggtown. And that's something I do want to try and get back to. And let me get my corner pieces so I can get this roughed together quickly. Oh, they're right here. I've always tried to tell everybody, because a lot of people always, in the Lego community, typically they look at a friend set and it's kind of like, eh. And you know, I mean, I know the minifigs that come with the friend sets aren't really as compatible with Lego cities like we would like them to be, but if you want to see a really awesome selection of parts in colors, that's why I love the friend sets. To me, there's no better set than the friend sets, because it's just there's so much you can do with them. It really, really, really is worth it. If nothing else but just for parts. At least that's kind of my personal take and opinion on it anyway. I'm just not happy with anything I picked tonight, so I'm just going to let it play for a while. Maybe it just needs to get through a bad spot. And I think I'm going to do this MILS plate with my dark gray, because I want to, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of want to save some of my green. So if I do the amusement park, I have plenty of green for the MILS plates on the amusement park portion of it. I kind of agree with you on that, Joseph. He was saying that the friend sets tend to have better architecture too, and yes, they do. They actually have a broader variety of pieces in the architecture that they use. And I don't, not only that, just to throw something else out there, for those people that like stickers, the friend sets have some of the best stickers for accessory stickers, whether it be for TVs or just pretty much anything you can think of, artwork that you could put inside of a building and things of that nature. There's so many different really unique and usable parts in those. And that's why I always try to tell people, don't overlook the friend sets, because they really are valuable if you just take the time to kind of look at them and see some of the stuff you can get out of them. Yes, that Friends Hospital is amazing. Something else that was really amazing was the Friends, I want to say it might have been the Along the Heart Take, but it was, I think it is Heart Take. The Friends Heart Take Hotel, that's another really great set with some really amazing pieces in it. And again, like I said, most people overlook those. And another thing that I do want to point out with the friend sets is typically they're going to find that those are some of the cheapest sets that you can actually buy too. I haven't, like I said, I'm horrible because I haven't looked at a lot of the new Lego sets that are coming out. And I really need to, because I know Lego's been posting them left and right. I kind of wanted to trying to keep up on that so I could do my little news videos that I like to do, where I do the breaking news and put my little suit and tie on. But I haven't been keeping up, sadly. So shame on me for that one. But maybe I'll try and see if I get some time sometime during the day tomorrow, try and investigate some of that a little better, because I do know that is some very common questions from a lot of people is, what sets, what do you think, how good, what's the best ones to get, so on and so forth. Yeah, that one with the elevator is a really good set to have too, Greg. You're absolutely right. You know, Eggtown, I know you were working on that one website, the one YouTube channel I actually shared a while back. The one about the... I'm having a brain cramp. The monorail, where you build the monorail track out of the bricks. I know you had started doing that. Did you ever finish making a large enough section so you could have a a finished monorail. Because like I said, I remember you showing us pieces that you had done, and you had the flexible portion of it and a few other things done. I just wondered if you ever did anything further with it. Oh, I agree with you, Thomas. You're absolutely right. Most people, and even the Belleville sets, those were actually good sets too, believe it or not. At least I thought they were very good sets. But you're right, a lot of people did kind of poo-poo on them. It was like, oh, it's girl stuff, it's this, it's that, you know. And it did have a lot of pinks and purples and whatever. It was majority pinks, purples, and whites. But they still had some really cool, unique pieces that a lot of people, I think, kind of tend to overlook. And it's funny because some of the best builds that I've ever seen are actually made with some of those old Belleville and some different friend set pieces and whatnot. And that's the only way you could get those parts, is if you were buying those particular brands or particular types of sets. So I think there's a lot of people out there also that used to, and I needed to get the right wire. There's a lot of people out there also, and now that they're finally getting back to things and looking at things and seeing other people use them, that they're starting to get a clearer thought, mind, and process about what they can possibly use. And Bruce Kuhn was saying that MILS plate design is slightly different than what I do. Are you talking about with what I'm doing with this? Don't you go a little bit thicker, Bruce, if I'm not mistaken? And hello, New Brixon. Anyway, Mike Lamolino was saying, he was telling me that, yes, he's still working on the monorail track, and when he gets the pieces, it was from the... Thank you. Feel free to share that link on here for anybody that's interested in wanting to know what we're talking about. But Eggtown Egg was the other one that I was talking about that actually was doing that particular, from Masada Hirako, doing that particular monorail thing, and that's what Eggtown was just saying, that they took it apart. Didn't like how it looked and took it apart. Okay, I gotcha. But again, Mike or Matt or Greg, anybody, if you could go on Discord and go under the best pages to follow, if you could find that link and share it. So if anybody's curious to see what the heck we're talking about, feel free to post that in the comments. Let me grab a piece of wire real quick. Okay, I definitely don't want that, because that's what that was a 36. This should be a 12, which is what I want. I hope. Oh, yeah. No, what it is I'm out of them. So with that, I'm cheating and just doing the 2x2s, but I know exactly what you mean, Bruce. For anybody wanting to know what Bruce is talking about, that is normally what I would do, but I'm out of the 1x3s in yellow for that, and then that way it gives you the completed edge. But like I said, you don't have to do it that way. I'm just showing you what you can do. I'm just skipping by and trying to be cheap is what I'm actually doing. Like I said, I'm being cheap is actually why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, Bruce. No other reason. I didn't feel like buying any more 1x3s, so I'm just using it that way. That's really quite simply the only reason I'm doing it that way. And that'll be on the back wall. So I need to come 2 in, so it's got to be in this one. Yes. So I want this. I didn't think I shut the music totally off. There we go. It's got that wire there. I had got, I think it was 2,000 of these 1x2 bricks for, I mean, it was like next to nothing. I want to say I paid like 2 cents a piece for them. So I'm just trying to use them up because I really don't have any other use for that particular color. You know what? I think we're just, you know, I almost kind of like it being quiet without the music. Kind of like having a little noise, but yeah, we'll put a little noise on. We'll try one more. Yes, you do it the expensive way. Like, because when it comes to the MILS plates, to be perfectly honest, anytime, I mean, every time really, anytime I find something that's cheaper, and if it's just a slight modification to my MILS plate, I just go ahead and jump over to that particular method, just because if it's saving me a little money to do something, why not do it? And so a lot of times, if you watch real closely, you will find, yes, that was right, okay. A lot of times you'll find that I do little different things that you, if you stare closely enough, every MILS plate I do is not the same. It just happens to be whatever parts I have the most of and what was cheapest at the time is what I end up doing, quite honestly. And I do change things up quite a bit. But like I said, it's usually something that's like beyond extremely subtle that most people wouldn't notice. How do you join them? The same way, because you put the separation there. What I do on the front side is, because this would be 16. Yeah, that would be 16. So all you do is you just put that on both of these. And you don't have to necessarily join them, because to be perfectly honest, a lot of my stuff I never actually join. I just like putting those clips there, so if I want to join them, I can. And I just did that all wrong. But like I said, it's not something that you have to do. You could actually just skip it all together and nobody would be the wiser. But just in case I ever went somewhere where I wanted to make sure it was locked together, I always put the little peg in the corner. But it's like anything, it's just whatever simple modification works for you, you can do. You can even start, if you wanted to, just to have it set up so every one of these would actually click to a 16. You could actually put one here, and one here on every one of these plates, so it's already pre-prepped for it. I just, again, it's kind of like what I was just talking about with Bruce. I try to be as cheap as possible, so I don't add all those little extra things. I only add them if I know that an adjoining plate is going to be a unique size like that. That is when I will add them in, but typically I just kind of skip along and ignore it. Yes, the fire truck is still on the table. The best Lego train, to me personally, I think that Maersk is an amazing train. The Santa Fe was an amazing train. So those would be my two #1 picks for my favorite trains. I will tell you, I do not have the Santa Fe, unfortunately. That was one of those I made a bad mistake situations, and too late to go back now and get it, but crap. But that would probably be my #1 choice, but even though I don't have it, but I always really loved the look of that particular train, and still kick myself on a daily for not actually buying it when I could have. No, what I'm going to do for now is I already put the modular train or Lego fire station in my city, and the next one I'm going to do is going to be for my fire stations anyway. I'm going to take the Ghostbusters fire station. I'm going to put that back together, get it on a MILS plate, and then what I'm going to do is finish off the back side of it, because that particular building just always bugged me that they never did a backing to that building. It really bothered me they didn't do it. So that's one of my little builds I'm going to be modifying hopefully here in the near future. So I will have 2 fire departments in my city. It's going to be both official Lego sets. One will be the Ghostbusters and one will be, well, the modular fire station. Yes, the Metro liner is nice. The Horizon train, which that was orange and black. That's a really nice looking train also. Like for assembly square, yes, because that would be 2.5 wide. Like I said, all you would do is the next one would be a half. So you just have at the 16 point, again, you just have your brick in the corner, and then you put your 1x4 next to it, and then that way the next plate that comes to it, but the plate that's adjoining to it, you have to also make sure you account for that as well. And there you go. Kip Hoffman, I think, is giving you probably a better explanation than what I'm actually describing. Another way that you can do the connections with, because I honestly never really connect any of mine. I will connect some of it, but I connect very little. But another thing that you can do, it actually works a little bit better. Is this little piece, and then you use these. What you do is instead of having this 1x2 thing, and believe it or not, this actually locks them together better. And the reason I say that is because the end of it is slightly rounded, so it allows it to slide in and find the hole easier. But that is another method that I see a lot of people use for connecting their MILS plates. And what people generally do if they do it that way is they put a brick behind it. That way that can't push in past where it needs to be. And that's another way that you can connect your MILS plates, is by using that little piece there. New Brixton said he built an Amtrak P42 Genesis Phase 3, and it really looks like the Metro liner. I bet it does. It sounds like it'd be a great build. There's Big Train. I'm trying to. Yes, Big Train Depot. They specialize in doing various different trains. I'm thinking the camera's over here, and it's right here. They make some really amazing looking trains too. If you ever get a chance to check them out, if you want to look at some trains, go to Big Train Depot. And they have free stuff. They have stuff you can buy to download, so on and so forth. Just all depends on what you want to do. But they have a lot of train accessories as well, like water towers, different types of train cars, shipping cars, freight cars, different engines. They really have a very broad variety of trains that you can look at, and custom trains that you can buy. I want to say they also make specific stickers for trains for people that are like really into trains. And the custom stickers that they sell, they're like the weight tier stickers and all that, or symbols that you would see painted on the side of a freight car. They make and sell all of those, and man, does it make the trains look freaking realistic as heck. Rita Wilson, hey, how you doing? Okay. Like I said, that is another way. There's actually a third way too, and I'm trying to remember what the heck it was. It's just like I'm using 1x4s here. You can use a 1x2 here. You can use a 1x2 with 2 holes. You can use a 1x1 with 1 hole. That's why I said it's really all about the builder's preference. There's no set in stone way of doing it unless you're doing it with a lug, and if you're doing it with the lug, it's because you want to be lined up with everybody in the lug. When you're doing it for your own personal space, you can connect them any way that you see fit, because there's nobody else that's going to be mashing up to what you're doing except for you. So that's going to go there. Right? Did I mess up? Skip it. Right? 4, 5, 6. I hope I'm doing that right. If not, I'm going to have to redo it. Hey, JM Productions, how you doing? Yes, they do. I totally agree with you. Big Train Depot has an amazing selection of stuff. That's why I said if anybody is into trains at all and you've never heard of them, I definitely recommend checking them out, because they do have a awesome variety and selection of different things that they design, build, sell, so on and so forth. Will not be disappointed, I swear. This is a story of a man named Brady. And pop up. There we go. Even though the music was bad, I got used to hearing it. But we'll just keep it off anyway. Hello, how you doing, JM Productions? Thinking I should probably just start running these pieces in. I'm trying to do this and not have to get my instruction books out like I had to do with the fire station. Somebody was saying last night that these tan base plates are getting to be quite expensive. I never really knew that there was such a high demand for them, but at the same time, I can see where a lot of people would probably want them for like Tatooine Star Wars builds and such. So I can see where they're probably quite popular. It's a brick separator, but this is Brick Loot's brick separator. Brick Loot sends me all kinds of products to try out, and this was one of the products that they sent me. And it's just as good as a... Oh, did I mess up? Yes, no. No, I think that's right. Yeah, okay. Why doesn't that look right, though? Crap. I think I messed up. No. Yes, no. Is that supposed to go that way? I got to get my book. Fingernails, shark. I use my fingernails quite a bit. And that's probably why they hurt all the time, because I'm always trying to prop the pieces up, so that definitely does not help my hands. But yeah, I think I just got out of sequence here, so I might have to go get my manual to actually put the tiles back the way they were. Let's see. See if I can't at least get some of this over. And then that one here. See, my thing is my fingernails do less damage to the bricks. And what I mean by that, I don't think you can see it as badly on this, but when you start rubbing the brick separator on it, you'll see there's like a little line that you start getting there. And it doesn't matter that this is a brick loot, because even Legos does it. And it's because the actual brick separator is a softer plastic than the plastic that you're pushing against. So what it is as you rub it along, the plastic kind of wears off onto the plastic that you're prying it against. Mana. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. And that's why I said I'm going to have to get my manual, because I thought that was... Like I said, I messed up and I got out of sequence, and it's... Because even this isn't looking right. So I'm going to have to... get my book out, because I know that's not in the right place. Just like I know that's not in the right place. So I definitely got to relocate it. And my books are just right over here, which I need to end my stream here momentarily. I'm just trying to get a few more pieces done before I do it. That goes there. Hey, Lego D17. Ronnie says Bevinizing the pattern. Yeah, not quite. I'm trying to keep it original. Why, I'm just screwing everything up then. So you're saying the mailbox went over here? So what went here then? Or... Rita was saying, I know you said the small plates are thicker, but would it help with moving around sets? The small plates are thicker. Are you referring to when I was talking yesterday about the strength of the 4x4s? It's not that they're thicker. Okay, so I actually, like I said, this was one of the sets that my kids used to play with, so I know it's probably, some of the stuff has been moved around. They used to play Dollhouse and all that stuff in it, so... I'm sure I'm going to have to dig through some bins to find some of the interior pieces as well. General Hammond, hey, how you doing, my friend? And good evening to you. Yes, I've been, my streams have been jumping quite large here lately. But yeah, I know I'm definitely going to have to probably fix a bunch of different stuff. That's why I said I'm just going to do a little bit more. And then I'm probably going to quit, because I feel like I'm almost just screwing everything more as I go along, since I'm already out of sequence. 2, 3. So that one goes there. Something goes here. Lamppost goes next to the mailbox. Trash can. Where did I see the trash can? Or did I... This is supposed to be behind my green grocer. I almost wonder if the trash can fell off over there. And then I know I got these, which are supposed to go somewhere in here. something like that somehow, some way. I almost feel like, is that where that went? And then this went over here somewhere? Yeah, I think that goes over there somewhere. So I need a trash can here, which that means I probably have to get a 2x2 plate there. Lawrence Martin says, have I thought about building my office at the airport? Have I thought about, not sure what you mean. You mean if I thought about building my actual office where I work on my airport display? Rita says, longer comment further up. Is on top. Sorry, one more question and I will stop. With personal use only, no shows, etc. Would you have the same stability of moving around if you do base plates, bricks, and put modular plates on top? Well, the thing I guess you have to keep in mind is a base plate doesn't have anti-studs, so there's no way to lock it around. For personal use, I mean, just using a base plate is more than fine. Is where you run into problems, I guess. Let me try and elaborate on that real quick. When you really want to get into MILS plates, and I'm doing it on a lot of my city, so I'm going to do it with all of my city. When you really want to start worrying about doing MILS plates and such is when you start wanting to do builds like I do. When I say builds like I do, I'm referring to my airport, my parking garage, my Avengers Tower, my skyscrapers and things of that nature. You really want a really hefty, strong base. And because I like to do so many different builds that are on the larger, taller, wider size is one of the biggest reasons that I went over to MILS, and I'm just going to do my whole city with MILS. If you're somebody that's just focused on doing like the modular buildings where everything will always fit on a 32 by 32, you don't really have a lot of things to worry about as far as the strength. You are more than fine just sticking with the base plates. The base plates are going to save you a ton of money. And all you have to do to lock them together is most of the modular buildings, I'm going to show you on this particular modular building right now, most of the modular buildings, when they put the tiles on them, on the corners, it's a 1x1 plate. So with most of your modular buildings, you can take that 1x1 plate off. When you put another modular building next to it, you can use a 1x2 plate to connect the two buildings together. And that still keeps it modular, still keeps it easy to use for personal use. So I hope that kind of answers your question. At least I think that's the question you were actually kind of referring to. Lawrence Martin says, hey, Daryl, have you thought about... I already read that comment. There's no place like home. Hello, how you doing, my friend? He says, my friend, are you still alive? And yes, I am still alive. I'm actually getting ready to end, though, here in just a second. Flower pots flank the door. Save those for after you don't have to put the door back on. Yeah, good point for that. Didn't think of it that way. You are absolutely right. So let me take that back off. But like I said, I'm not... I feel like I screwed something up here. I'm going to try it and see what happens, but I really feel like I screwed something up over here. I'm going to try and do these one at a time to see if I can get it back on track. But I feel like something is very wrong. And so I feel like I messed up right here. And then I know I messed up on this. So I got to relocate that, I think. Actually, I think that goes right there. Actually, that would go there, wouldn't it? If I'm looking at that right. And then I'm going to try and just push through and see if I get it. I feel like, no, that's got to come back one. So that'll go there. That'll go there. That'll go there. That'll go there. And then this whole piece should go right there. Does that look right? Macro Bricks, how the heck are you, man? Blinky Bricks, how the heck are you? Speaking of the devil, we were just talking about lighting a little bit ago. 1, 2. Well, as a matter of fact, I was just showing people that I'm using your extension wires. Because that's how I am prepping the buildings for future wiring, is I'm putting in those extension wires in the buildings, so that way as I go, it is already there. Am I back on track then? So if I go 1, 1, 1, I almost feel like I might be back on track. I think Guy Martin actually helped me out there and got me to get everything back in alignment. So now I feel like I'm cooking with Crisco. If I can just get these last few pieces over here. That's actually starting to look correct. One, two, right? Leave a space. I don't want to stop because I think I got it. I think we got it, guys. So now the one pot goes here, the other pot goes there. Perfect. I am doing good. How are you doing, Stadloon? Stadloon, I hope I said that right. Macro says just watching and eating dinner. Yeah, it's funny, man. It's like I started streaming every day, and it's like all my old dependable long time members have been signing in. It's good to see everybody still hanging out there. And I know I was kind of incognito there for a bit, but trying to make a slow comeback. Trying to get back into the swing of things, so to speak. There, there, and there. And then last but not least, I can do those, and these. I think we got it. We'll find out as soon as I try to pop the building down. The other green piece is already attached to the building, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. And I'm not even going to worry about placing those until after I get the building on. Get that popped apart. And this. And I said it spot on. Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. Why? No, that would go that way. Yeah, that would go that way. Let's get you out of here. And let's give this a shot. And I think we got it, guys. Oh, look at that. Just push it all down. There we go. And where did I put that flower? There it is. There. I think we got it, guys. I just got to find my trash can. I got to put those pieces back in here. I'm not even going to worry about how precise they are. You know, I'm not even going to worry about where they go right now. I'm just going to kind of fling them in there. I will worry about straightening them up in a better method later. I'll leave the money out that was in here. My main concern was getting the building actually back together. And we've done it. And what did I... Oh, I know what piece is missing. I'll have to try and find it again. But either way, there's the Grand Emporium. So we got, what was it, 3 more buildings done tonight because I did my Sanctum Sanctorum, I did the fire station, and I did the Emporium. Now, maybe tomorrow I'll get on. I still have the Palace Cinema, pet shop, the pool hall, and then I got to get them out of the box still. They're not even out of the box. I've got the town hall, I've got the Market Street, and I thought there was another building I still have to get to put up and get on a MILS plate. But my goal is to try. I've actually got to get, because I've got 3 modular buildings that I haven't even built yet. So I got the police station that I've never even built. I've got the bookstore that I've got to build again. And then I've also got, what's that other one? Corner garage that I've got to build and get on a MILS plate as well. So I still have quite a few more buildings to go. Thank you, Bruce. Says fantastic. Greg says nice transplant. Jay saves. Says hey. Lego's owner, hey, how you doing? Brooks Bricks says woo. Eggtown says great job. Anyway, though, it is getting late for me, guys, and I do know we had a few donations, so it's that time of the night where we are going to do rolling that beautiful bean footage, as I like to go. Yes, now the corner garage, though, I'm not going to do that just yet. Because I have to build it first. I want to try and get everything transferred that I know I have kind of built and stuffed somewhere. And then I got to, like I said, the corner garage, the police station, and my bookstore. I have to build all 3 of those, and I will be building those directly onto a MILS plate. I want to get everything transferred first. The Daily Bugle is a building. Blinky Bricks is dying to do that because Blinky Bricks is actually, for those of you that don't know, and he does a lot of different awesome Lego lighting products. But Blinky Bricks is going to be sponsoring the lighting of my Daily Bugle once I actually do the customization of it. And I will be doing that soon, Blinky Bricks, but I want to get all these buildings straightened first. And that's probably going to be one of the first buildings I actually start modifying is that particular building, because I already have all the parts to do the modifications to it that I want to do. So that's something I'm definitely excited to do, and we will be talking more about that very soon, Blinky Bricks. But anyway, let me roll that beautiful bean footage because I do need to get my butt to bed and get up because I get up at 5:30 in the morning. And with that, I want to give a special thanks to all those that actually supported the stream, and I want to give a very special thanks to all those that joined the new membership or renewed their membership during the stream. But first, I would like to start with Ronnie Cassels. Thank you so much. He was a donor. And then for Super Chats, we had Brick Sargent, Eggtown Egg, and Paul W. And we've got Guy Martin as our members. So thank you guys so much, and thank you for all that you do, because without you, I would not be where I'm at. And as always, thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And hopefully, we'll see you guys all next time on Bevins Bricks. Have a blessed day.